What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music. Oh, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T, the Get Right Podcast, man. We back. Took a little bye week, or 2 bye weeks, chilling, man, as we wrapped up, man, prior to the Super Bowl, man. But as always, man, I'm never rolling solo. I got the homie with me, the brain trust. Rod, what's up, man? What's some 3 words, bro?
What up, though?
Yes, sir. And the people that love to hate to love. He gonna say something triggering. Mr. Misconception himself, DC. What's good, bro?
It's your boy DC in the place to be. Shout out to the 80s, baby. Let's go.
Man, let's get it, bro, man. Welcome back, man. You know, we chatted before the Super Bowl wrapped up. We already know what that is. We ain't gonna hit on that. But most recently, a part of that Super Bowl, and people are still talking about it. We're gonna jump right into it because DC is up in arms about it. And that's Serena Williams. Everybody got, still got something to say about Serena doing the C-Walk Super Bowl. And it even came up on ESPN. Everybody talking like, man, if I was Alexis Ohanian, which is Serena's husband, never let that happen. Me and you chopped it up, DC, about it. I was like, bro, I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Whether she did it or not, man, it really don't matter. But I would say, man, it's for the culture, bro. That's why.
Well, it's not about whether she did it. You got to put yourself in the shoes of the husband. So if it was your wife doing something to get at her ex from, over 10 years ago, because they dated in 2011, 2012, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this ain't even a recent ex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, just let me add a little perspective. Yeah, she was C-walking at the Super Bowl, which is cool. I really didn't think anything of it, honestly.
Right. Same.
It wasn't until people were like, oh, she did it to get at Drake because he had words or woo, woo, woo. And my thought is, if she got on stage to spite Drake as a husband, I would look at her funny. Because
sure.
Why are you trying to spite your ex from damn near 15 years ago? Why are you even thinking about this man?
So do we know for a fact that it came out? And this is not me coming at you. This is the question, though, open forum, right? Do we know that she was like, yeah, I'm about to get on here to get at Drake? Or we all know, and this is my belief, bro, she did it for the culture. She's Compton.
I think it's just a lot of speculation. I think it's a lot of speculation.
She Compton,
you know what I'm saying?
And to do it on the world's biggest stage, and we know Serena, she's the GOAT, bro. If any like people could argue that, bro, she is the GOAT. Bro, to do it on the biggest stage was amazing for her because when she did it on the biggest stage years ago, she was called unprofessional. She labeled a thug and all those things. Remember, she did that in Wimbledon, bro. Wimbledon's one of the biggest, is the biggest stage in tennis. Or the U.S. Open. Pick which one. Did that in Wimbledon, bro. Showed up and showed out on everybody, but everybody clutched their pearls. Oh, what kind of behavior is that? Not a role model. All that shit that came with it.
I don't know, man. I think C-walking at the Wimbledon is unprofessional. I mean, it's a dance made up by a street gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, and from my understanding of the culture, it started the way that the C-walk started. It started like they would walk after they did something, after they put in some work. They would do the walk as like a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did that. I'm walking on them. I could be wrong. I'm not an authority on the culture. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But from my understanding, that's how it originated. Now, I don't necessarily care, but if that's the case, yeah, like, why would you be doing gangster dances?
You know why?
At the Wimbledon?
Just what you just said. I walked over everybody when they said I wasn't ready. So
on
that's why I did
shit,
it.
Though?
Yeah, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool with it, man, because
tennis, gangster,
we
don't even go together.
But we talk about this all the time. So she got a code switch. She can't be herself. She got code switch, is what
We
you
all got a
saying.
code switch, bro.
We do from time to time, but shoot, man, you gotta let your hair down too and let people know who you are. Cause that's how she came in.
But she's not in the game. What you mean?
I ain't talking
That's
about
how
as a
she
game.
came
She
in.
came in as from her environment. But go ahead, Rock.
C walking or B walking has been transformed into popularity, bro. I don't care how it originated. And it wasn't originated on after you do something. Basically, walking is telling a story about your hood. You know what I mean? That's the origin of it. But man, her sea walking, there's kids sea walking, there's been dropping like it's hot dances of C walking and B walking for ages, man. Like since we were in college, we 20 years into this being a fad and a dance. It's way further than whatever the origination was. Like I don't care either way. Like I done seen freaking white board members try to C walk, bro. So who cares?
Yeah.
Facts.
Who cares?
And honestly, I don't care that much. I will say that I recall when the sea walk started to become a big fad, and a lot of gangsters didn't like that shit. Like if you recall, like early 2000s, you know, a lot of people were like, what's Dub C? I want to say came out, was speaking out against that. He's like, yo, this is some real gangster shit. Y'all over here making a mockery, woo, woo, woo. Granted, you know, people did it anyway, but even amongst the community, within the culture, there was some conflict as to whether or not it was cool. 50 said it in a song on Get Rich or Die Trying, and then just wearing flags because the colors match, stay closed, get caught in the wrong hood, get filled up with hoes. You know what I'm saying? That song with Eminem. You know what I mean? Like, it's like just because people faking the funk don't necessarily make it cool.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All day. But she wasn't wearing no flags. I would say I was cool with it, but for her to kind of get eviscerated, we know what that was, though. It's Wimbledon, bro. It's in England. We know what that was. We know what that was, bro. And for her to have an opportunity to do it again on the biggest stage and rep, you know, her city and a fellow comrade, I think was amazing. And hey, she in the song.
She's in the song. She's in the song.
It's not like,
at the end of the day,
it's not like she was just chilling and was like, yo, Drake, when we do this? She in the song.
Yeah.
Even if she was trying to spite Drake, which I don't think she cared, and she could have been standing on because, you know, he dropped shots at her over the years like he always do, drop shot at women.
Yeah, and that was another thing, too. She probably had a bucket of just like, you know what, let me go in the cabinet. And Alexis was counting his money, minding his own business, and Drake said he was going to do some gangster shit to him.
Yeah, but
like,
even if that was the case, like, who cares, bro? Like, she in the song, she walking, she from Compton, bro. I don't even know why that's a subject. Like, who cares? Like, everybody was excited seeing her, and I'm like, okay, I ain't taking it as nothing. It's just, bro, it's Compton. It's like seeing DeRozan in the video, bro. It's Compton. It's like seeing Russ walking all over the place at the pop out. It's Compton, bro. Like, if I got my hood with me, and not everybody can understand that because they ain't from those environments. But if I got my hood with me, bro, we hood wherever. You know what I mean? I'm throwing up Schoolcraft wherever I go. 100 years strong, bro.
No, I feel you. Yeah, honestly, I didn't think anything of it until people started talking about it. And I'm like, oh, it's deeper? I didn't realize it. But since we're talking about it, let's talk about it.
I think people are tying her to Drake. Obviously, they did date and all that cool stuff. But I think Kendrick brought everybody together, bro.
I will say this. People say that that Drake has been taking shots at Serena in music. I don't recall Drake saying anything about Serena.
He did.
I remember him saying stuff about her husband. Well, but as far as actually Serena,
he made a whole song said, "I'm just too good for you," though.
About Serena.
He said it on the Plot Twist. All these 100 gig videos, he said, "Yeah, this song is about Serena, and I want to."
Why you talking like that?
I want to, you know, when I talk about women, I want to at least do it in a sense to where I know they would like the song.
And he has, bro. And then, like I said, we already know what he did with her loss. Alexis was chilling, bro, counting his money. He just sold Reddit when it came out. And he was talking about, we about to pop up for you. I'm like, what,
Yeah.
bro? Drake, that's not you, though. Why you,
I don't even know.
threaten that man, bro? He chilling. He never said not
y'all-
one thing about
Hey,
you.
you don't know Drake like that, bro. You don't know what
You
Drake
don't
might
know-
do, bro.
No, he said we gonna pop up on you on Suzuki's. No, I'm like, really? You knew Jack City out here? Yo, that's the craziest to me, bro.
Drake outside, bro.
But
Draco.
what
Draco
Alexis
Drake.
do? Alexis was just
Heartbreak
chilling.
Draco.
Alexa was like, man, let me count this money up since I sold Reddit. And then he took a straight bullet. That's crazy, bro.
That's what happens when you
crazy.
date a celebrity, bro. You catch strays, man. You know?
Oh,
That's
dang,
how it go.
man.
That's how it goes, bro.
But he made a whole song saying, "I'm just too good for you, bro." Like, come on, man.
That was like part of the
Hey.
plot. I honestly haven't heard that. That was part of the plot twist drop.
Yeah,
Thing.
yeah. That
Because it wasn't like no
100 gigs or whatever.
project, like no official project.
Nah,
Yeah.
they showed the clip of him making it. He was talking to his mother. His mother was in the studio with him, and that's when he said, "Yeah, it's about Serena."
Uh-huh.
He said, this dude said, "If I'm going to talk about women, I want to at least do the courtesy of making it a song that I know they would like." It's like, what?
I'm gonna disrespect you, but I hope you like the disrespect that I'm giving to you.
What? Oh, Aubrey, bro. You know,
So speaking of Aubrey, have y'all listened to the joint he did with P&D? Sexy songs for you, some sexy songs for you.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll get to it, man, and because we'll talk about the music a little bit. For me, and we are the Get Right podcast, so I figured we had some fun with it, man. As we're growing, I couldn't get right with it. It's a get left. It's a get left for me. I couldn't get right with it. Like the reason why it was just a lot of corniness.
That's what we're doing now. Get right and get left.
We're doing it.
Okay.
I couldn't get right
caught
with
that.
it, man. It's gonna get left. Because there's better quality of music that he's put out, man. And I don't think this was 100%, bro. He put it out for Valentine's Day, cool, but there was some corny stuff in there, man. That shadowed some of that. Definitely shadowed some of the better songs on there, but it was just some corny stuff, man. And then that Latin track, bro.
Yeah, that's a throwaway.
Let's be honest, throwaway, bro. Who was in the room? We talk about Wheezy, right? When we be like, hey, he gotta have the right people in the room. So the biggest stuff, bro. Who was in the room for that, bro? Like, I was very disappointed, bro. I was like, come on now, dog.
Yeah, that song was
No.
a throwaway. But I ain't gonna lie, I like that project, bro. I liked it a lot.
It was cool. It was cool for what it
Nah, it was
was,
dope,
but
bro.
nah, it's gonna get left with me.
That's definitely a get right on this side, bro. Honestly, like unpopular opinion, I think it's his best project since Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? I like it better than CLB. Definitely like it better than For All the Dogs. For All the Dogs didn't age very well. We'll see how this goes, but I've legit been spinning it for 2 weeks, bro. Like I'm not even
Wow.
I'm not even no cap. I'm not just podding. Like I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It actually reminded me a lot of So
But you
Far
like
Gone.
that? You like that elevator music when you were at work? You said.
Well, you know what's crazy? I've been in the
You like
house.
that?
But I've been in the house, bro.
Yeah.
I've been in the house
If you
sick.
working, that's what you playing though.
But
You know
I ain't
what I'm
been working.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't.
Oh.
That's what I'm telling you. I ain't been working. I've been sick. I've been holed up. You know what I'm saying? Then just on the couch or whatever. But nah, bro. I think it's dope. I think it's a dope project. Honestly, I truly do. And I'm not even a big P&D fan like that. Like I'll listen to him and maybe twice on like an album and then move on. But I thought it was dope. Only thing I would say is it could have used more features. Like there was some songs on there where it sounded like P&D was channeling Future.
Man,
Where-
thank you, bro. Because I was like, bro, he dude sounded too much like Future, bro. Like, come on, stop it.
Yeah, and there was a
But-
couple songs
but
I
that's
feel
what
like
you
he
do.
channeled
That's what
Young
you do.
Thug
That's
as
what-
well.
That's what you do when you can't get the real one, right?
Maybe. But it was dope though. I thought it was good. I thought that it was a good way to kind of distance himself from the beef, even though he did kind of touch on it a little bit. But
Of course he did.
But that's typical. I mean, that's every
Yeah.
rapper, bro. Like everybody did. Nas did it. Jay-Z did it. Common did it.
Yeah.
Like when you got a beef, you touch on it for a little bit. You know
But
what I'm
he
saying?
didn't touch
So
it.
that's,
It's. I'm glad you said that, and that was another thing there. I was like, I'm gonna take a bullet off, bro. Like, if you gonna address the beef, address it with the person that's been really winning Grammys off this shit, bro. Like, who you talking about? Somebody who ain't even rapping no more. He potting. We talking about Joe Budden. Who cares?
Well, but
Like,
he talked about Kendrick too, though. No, he
You know what I
talked
mean?
about it. He had a couple Not Like Us bars and beef and stuff like that. So no, he touched
You
on
know
it.
what I mean? But
He
it seemed
said
like he
the
really went
stripper's
at
gonna be twerking with a dictionary or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
great, cool.
So
But
you know,
he had more for Joe Budden than Melissa Ford, bro.
no, he had one bar for Joe Budden, bro. He had more bars for Kendrick, bro. Like we got to
You
keep
know
it
what
a
I
buck.
mean?
He
Like,
definitely had more bars for Kendrick.
Yeah. And what Melissa got to do with
But at the end of the
anything,
day,
bro? What
But at the end of the
Melissa?
day,
What Mel
Huh?
got to do with anything? Melissa ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Just because she on the
She-
5 with him.
she from Toronto, bro.
She caught a stray, like Alexis.
She did not catch a stray.
Well, he said she was a legend.
Yeah,
he
she
called her a legend. That's not a stray,
Yeah.
my guy.
Man, ain't got nothing to do with her, bro. He said it. I mean, he set the bar up for Joe, but it ain't got nothing to do with her.
But I'm just saying, just because somebody says a name is not a shot. We got to
No. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
It's not a shot at her. I'm saying he brought her name up to set up the punchline for Joe. But
Yeah.
she ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Why even bring her up? That's all I'm saying.
Shout out, Big Mel is a legend, though.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, man. I had her on the wall, bro, from Word Up magazine. You ain't had a Word Up magazine.
Mhm.
You ain't lived.
Real, yeah.
Everybody
Melissa
had a
Ford,
Word Up magazine, bro.
She was a moment in time for sure.
Yeah,
Facts.
for sure.
Facts.
P and D.
But yeah, like I said, I just couldn't. Nothing. It didn't move me, man. Like
It was dope, bro.
let's keep it in Canada. The
And
weekend.
then Nokia. Like y'all now you ain't like this on Nokia? Come on, bro.
Hey, I am so
Yeah.
tired. Look,
What's the
that-
function?
No.
Hey. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm tired of the internet trying to push me to like that song. Dog, it is not hitting for me.
Yeah.
But
it didn't
the
hit
whole
me.
the whole album to me sounds like a old So Far Gone Run On sentence to me. You know what I mean? Like that's
Mm.
it.
It
Ain't,
does actually. I like it though, because I
it
like
ain't-
So Far Gone, so I'm good with that.
I like So Far Gone in that time. I wasn't feeling it. It ain't for me. And you know I like more rapping Drake anyway. So 21 songs of him singing or harmonizing whatever the hell he does it ain't my speed. So I'll grant that, you know, hardcore Drake fans are
Yeah, they're gonna touch it.
they gonna love it or like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
His core's gonna like it. Yeah, that's a fact.
for me, I think I've realized over the last 3 years that I'm not part of his core fan base anymore. I used to be, right? I've kind of outgrown the core part of it. And honestly, Nevermind showed me that. When he did that, I was like, that ain't my speed. When he did Certified Lover Boy, it ain't my speed. For All the Dogs, it ain't my speed. Her Loss, I gave some spins, but I think it was more because
Her loss was nice. 21.
it was more rapping and it was more. I'm not even a big 21 fan like that, but I thought they did it well. I thought it
Yeah, that is a great
blended
collab.
well.
Great
It blended
collaboration.
well. You know what I mean? So for me, I think I've outgrown the core, and I just, you know, I would have loved to. I don't even know what I would expect it from, but I knew I wasn't gonna like it like that. I'm not a Party Next Door fan at all, at all.
Yeah.
Like I know you say you don't really rock with him at all. Like I just don't.
Yeah, I
He
like
don't move
P
me.
and D, but it's
Nah,
like
he don't move
not
me, bro.
not in an abundance, bro. It's like a feature or a track here or there. But after a while, he's been doing that often. You know, DC. I know you check P and D out from time to time, but it seems like he's been trying to that future, not just from this album. At certain times, I'm like, bro, like what's going on, bro? Like you had your own thing, bro. You been trying to sound like Future, bro. Like I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge. I mean, the album again is just not for me. I'm gonna respect his craft and not like shit on it. It ain't for me. You know what I mean? I'll go back and listen to something different.
I respect that. I will say to you, I want to touch on what you said, Rod, as far as liking the rapping Drake and not singing Drake.
Mhm.
That was actually my thought, my first spin. I was
Mhm.
like, do I want to hear an hour of auto-tune, jarbled singing Drake? Not really. But you know what happened is for me is I did that spin, I cut it off, and then I found myself just humming songs, and I just felt myself just coming back to the songs, bro.
Really?
Like, yeah, and you
He's
know,
on.
Drake does that a lot. Well, for me, like a lot of his music is like that. Like I'll listen to it the first time, I'm like, and then I'll come back, I'll find myself humming a melody. Then I find myself coming back to this song. Next thing you know, I'm listening to the whole thing front to back. And that's kind of what happened. Because I didn't really want to hear Drake singing for an hour straight either. But now I do.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I gave it a good 4 spins. I tried, bro.
Okay.
Like,
All
I
right.
tried.
Yeah.
Even my wife, who was more of she's more of the singing. I hate to say singing. I hate they calling this an R&B album because that's a disrespect for Christopher Brown, bro, and Usher and all those guys who are actual R&B singers.
I agree with that.
But she can't get jiggy with it, bro. And I was like, yeah, it ain't just me, you know what I mean? And she likes that type of Drake. She liked the Honestly Nevermind, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. That thing slap.
That Honestly Nevermind.
Yeah.
Shit,
You
slap
thought
is
Honestly Nevermind slap?
Oh, I'll take that back. Take that last word back. It was cool. It was cool.
I didn't like it at all, bro.
cool.
Honestly,
Nah,
I'm
I
with
didn't.
Rod on that one.
Nah, it was
Yeah.
cool.
I panned that whole album, bro. I'm like,
Wow. Nah, it was cool.
You know what showed me that I was out of touch to where Drake is right now. And again, I still respect him for his craft. I still listen to a good bit of his older music. When I went to that concert, DC, and I think we talked about it, you and I, and he had a set of just straight that stuff that he was doing with P&D, just a whole set of that. And I'm sitting there, and there was, dudes and everything singing their hearts out, and I'm like, bro, either I'm just too engulfed in rap to understand what's going on right now, or I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? Like, I heard what's the joint? Marvin's Room a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, if this ain't the most hating ass song, like why did we like this?
thank you, bro. I've been saying that since day one. I've never liked Marvin's Room, bro.
DC has it.
I've never liked. I was like, why is this cool?
Yeah.
Why is this
Welcome
cool
to
hating?
the dark side, Rod. Welcome to the dark side.
I'm
you know,
here shaking your hand, bro.
Oh man, dude. So
you know what else was corny too? Looking back at it, and we were in the moment, bro. Him taking a shot at Vanessa Bryant, saying you wasn't with me shooting in the gym on behalf of Coke. Like, why do that? Why you taking shots at Vanessa when that ain't your girl, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with
digress.
him on that one, bro.
No, but we
wasn't
but
with me
that's
shooting
Drake.
in the gym.
We all
We
were.
all
We
were.
all were.
Yeah.
But that's Drake, though. You know what I'm saying, bro? We as fans, and I said this on our group text. I'll share this part. You know, what I'm saying I'll Kanye it. But bro, we all as fans, bro, we turned Drake to a monster, bro. we turned to a monster because you see all the leaked pictures and footage of him, and Rod nailed it with the accent. That was Drake, but now. Bro, he a monster, bro. We turned him to a monster, bro.
Yeah, a monster, bro.
He a monster, bro.
But it just shows you what fame can do to a person. You know what I mean? Like, fame can transform you. He's not the same guy that came in at 2009, bro. Like,
absolutely not.
He was I don't want to say nerdy because he was, you know what I mean?
He was dirty.
Yeah, he was geek.
I'm trying to give him some benefit of the doubt.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, a flower got to bloom sooner or later.
Yeah. But like when, and you got to think that I was introduced to him through Degrassi. So coming into it, I already had a jaded view. So I'm like,
this was your Jimmy.
He was Young Money. But when he first came out, it was cool. You know what I mean? He was being himself. And then once he got around Quentin Miller, that's when things just went left. And granted, if you reading this, classic, bro. It's a classic. If you reading this, it's a classic.
Now that's slap.
But that wasn't him. You know what I mean? And that's where it started to flip with his personality, and you seeing him trying to transform from Aubrey Graham to truly Drake. And since then, bro, it's been popping. You know what I mean? And you can't take nothing away from his longevity, his run. He's made slaps. He's been a feature king for over a decade.
Without a doubt.
He's earned the right to feel the way he feels, you know what I mean? But the
You're a monster
ninja,
though.
the ninja in me sometimes be like, bro, this is a facade, man, and I can't truly dig what you saying, you know what I mean? Like, I know who you are, bro. Like, that's almost like, you know what I mean? You see, I ain't gonna even put that out there because that's too real life. But I've had people,
Man, talk that shit, Rod. Talk
But,
that shit.
you know
Man.
what I
We
mean?
podding, bro. We podding, bro.
I've had people from my neighborhood, and again, I'm not Mr. Tough Guy, so don't take this wrong. I'm not Mr. Tough Guy. I'm not in the streets. I'm not banging people up. I held my own, you know what I mean? Because I had to. You know what I mean? When you in that environment, bro,
somebody gonna test you.
you gotta be on your P's and Q's. So we had somebody in our hood that was, you know what I mean, less than about the life, you know what I mean? Couldn't fight, couldn't do none of that stuff. Moved out the hood, and all of a sudden this dude come back with tattoos, calling himself a street name.
Oh,
And this
wow.
dude, you know what I mean? So when I see him, I'm like, and that person wasn't like that. And you know he not like that. So it's hard for me to
I
be
get what you're
like,
saying.
yeah, dog, just keep it G, bro. If you gonna be you, be you. Like Wayne said, man, don't talk about my stuff. You do what you do. Don't talk about what we do over here. And that's what exactly happened. Then he started, you know what I mean, switching things up, and he ran into the boogeyman.
Preach, Brother Rod.
Yeah, man.
You've been there.
Getting off of Drake, man. Have y'all listened to J. Cole, Clouds?
Crazy.
Love it.
Crazy work.
Love it, bro. The second verse for me is the best for me.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I know where you about to go because you already said it. You said this many a times when this beef kicked off, when J. Cole started coming back rapping like he's the face of death. He's all those things. You're not gonna respect it. I already know.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear those, bro. I don't want to hear the "I'm better than you" bars. I don't want to hear the "I'll out rap you." And I think he said something about "I turn rappers to martyrs." He said some kind of bar like that on Cloud. I don't want to hear that shit, Cole. I don't want to hear it.
Gangsta Gribs agree with you, bro.
So that actually took me to where I was gonna go with it. I feel like Cole could redeem himself, but he needs a battle, bro. He needs a battle. He needs to get into the ring.
Who?
Cole.
Yeah,
and
no.
Like,
who?
Gibbs.
Gibbs is a formidable opponent, bro.
Gibbs is a formidable opponent, bro. Step in the ring, sir.
See,
Step
that,
in the
you
ring.
know why? You know
And
why
y'all
he's a
are not
formidable
friends.
opponent? You know
They're
why he's
not friends. Y'all don't know each other like that. So you can go in and you don't have to worry about hurting nobody's feelings or losing relationships or you know what I'm saying?
I think Freddie, though,
get your lick back.
He could get his lick back because Freddie, man, this is me talking. This is how I feel, though. I think Freddie the people champ, though. People love Freddie. Oh, like he's like the people champ, bro.
Not like Cole, bro.
He's still underground.
Cole, the people love Cole, bro. Like I'm just saying, man. Like there's so many people who listen to Cole, such as ourselves, will play Freddie too. No problem. Like Freddie a drop right now, but everybody gonna listen to him though. You know what I mean? Like he's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Freddie has a consistent discography, bro. Like he's very underrated, actually.
He
very
is
consistent, bro.
Honestly, I would say he has a more consistent discography than Cole. His highs are not as high as Cole, but he has no misses. Cole got some misses on his belt.
Yeah, Jeezy messed that one all
that
up.
For Your Eyes Only, that was a miss for me.
That's true.
Even was it KOD? I thought KOD was mid.
Was fire, bro.
KOD was mid to me. It wasn't bad. But it was mid to me.
I'll say For Your Eyes Only, yeah.
KOD was kind of his most commercial sounding album to me. It sounded like it was more geared towards the radio.
Yeah.
Even more than his debut album?
Yeah, because believe it or not, KOD had a lot of about 4, 5, 7 tracks were used for like television, sports, all that. KOD was his most like that commercial-ish kind of like, oh yeah, we're going to use that track. Oh yeah, we'll use that track. We'll use that track. Like, because KOD was getting spun a lot during the NBA playoffs when it came out. I was like, geez.
It was.
I was like, God, dog.
Well, he performed that year, I think, at the All-Star game, but you said better than his first album.
KOD? No.
I'm saying like commercially.
More commercial.
I I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I can't think of nothing off that first album outside of the workout song. What was that?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that one.
I don't even remember the
Yeah.
name of it, but what else was on that album? Who that? I know that
Yeah.
was on there.
Yeah, who that?
I didn't like that.
Yeah, you talking about they can't get enough?
Was that on there?
Yeah, that was on there too.
Okay.
With Trey
Songz.
Songz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like that was a very commercial album, and I feel like he probably got pressured into it by Jay, trying to get sales.
He was
And then he
splitting
kind of reverted back with Board Center. He kind of like, okay, let me get in my bag, and then Forest Hill Drive was his magnum opus for me.
Yeah.
Forest Hill Drive is that's the standard for J. Cole. That's the standard. You know what I mean? Because everything off there was just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That was crazy work, bruh. But no
But
role
he
models.
needs to step in the ring though. He needs to step in the ring. I like because the bars are there. I'm not gonna let's be clear. The man is barred up. You know what I'm saying? The man's pen is sharp.
He can't talk that talk though.
But I feel kind of like a little bit what Rod was saying about the guy who got tattoos and came back to the hood. Like that's how I'm kind of looking at J. Cole right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, like I need to see you in the ring. This is hip hop, and you know the culture. This is what it is. This is what we do.
Hey, what did I tell you from the jump about that whole battle before he dropped out? What did I tell you? Do y'all remember?
Yeah, because we and you had this conversation in your career, Rod, and I was like, yo, Cole gonna be going crazy, and he was like, I don't think that's Cole's main focus. And I was like, no, bro, this is where he gonna be at, bro. And he was like, bro, if Kendrick wants a battle, it is not Cole. You know what I mean? Not that Kendrick was scared of Cole. You were just saying like, bro, the crosshairs is focused in Toronto, not in Fayetteville.
Well, what I was saying is, out of the three of those, J. Cole raps the best, and K-Dot is my guy. Like, obviously, K-Dot is one of my top 5 of all time. Like, just the way he puts his words together and how effortless it sounds. It's an easy listen. You know what I mean? I get it. Kendrick's not for everybody, right? The voices, the ad-lib, all that stuff it's a unique taste that I like. But if I was in a room and just had to say, out of the three of you, who can just give me the best 16?
I agree with that.
Give me your best 16, life on the line. I'm going to say J. Cole. And that's why I wanted to see J. Cole versus Kendrick, because I thought that was more of a formidable battle. Still to this day, they kind of proved me right. That probably would have been a better battle than what it turned out to be. But Cole had the ability to, rewrite history, bro.
Wow.
Like he could easily take himself to, with the feature run he was on, you got the fall off coming. He had the ability to really cement himself as, I don't know. He could have went. I'm not going to say top 5.
So he could have been winning those Grammys.
He could have been top 10. I don't know, but he ran no Grammy for a diss track, but he could have elevated himself in the hip hop community as top 10 if he would have came in that battle and had a formidable fight. Because that diss track he had was trash. I was like, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was garbage.
Yeah.
But if he had a formidable fight and then dropped a classic album after that, like, J. Cole is moving up levels, you know what I mean, up that chart, but he didn't.
Popular opinion. Unpopular opinion.
Let's talk.
Cole out here selling wolf tickets, and this is what I mean. He barred up. We all know this, right? Think about his albums. Cole never really puts lyricists on his albums, and even the features that he kills, aside from the song that he did off his mixtape with Daylight. And I think it was Absol.
Absol,
yeah.
Now that honestly, that's the first time that I can think of off the top of my head that he got on a song with actual
true lyricist,
real, and really did his thing. But normally he gets on songs with 21 Savage. Shout out to 21, but he ain't no lyricist. He gets on songs with Lil Yachty, who he dissed Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? When he went on that crazy feature run, he did a song with Benny the Butcher. Shout out to Benny the Butcher, but he's not a lyricist. He's a dope rapper, a dope street rapper, great delivery, but he is not a lyricist. Cole does not get on songs with other lyricists, and he is afraid to put lyricists on his album.
Bro, I
He's
never thought
afraid to
about
put
that.
lyricists on his album. There's not one.
You might have a
Wait,
point.
wait. When Cole did something with Crit, if I'm mistaken, you don't think you don't think Crit a lyricist? Would you not call Crit
I don't
a
think
lyricist?
anybody sees Crit as a true, like, quote unquote threat to a Cole. You know what I'm saying? Not granted, they not at each other's necks like that, but nobody's gonna say like. And on top of that, I don't think Crit has ever been on a Cole album. Now I know
he
they've done
hasn't.
songs
Just
together.
like mixtape shit.
They've
yeah.
done songs, but Crit has never made a Cole album. I don't think
Correct.
Cole's ever made a Crit album.
Correct. You're right.
But I've never heard J. Cole featuring Sci-Hi.
So what? Cole has been on the Crit album. Remember, they was on Prove It. They was if you don't believe me, prove it. It was more for some. It was a hippie that soul.
I
that
got
rap
you.
soul joint.
But
So
what
they
I'm
really
saying
wasn't-
but what I'm saying is more so of Cole bringing a lyricist on his album where he has to take a risk. Like for example,
I got you.
Jay-Z took a risk by putting Eminem on his song
Big
with
one.
Renegade,
A
and
big
it became a whole thing of oh, you got killed on your own song. I honestly am wondering, is J. Cole afraid of getting killed on his own song? Because I can't think of any lyricist that's been on his albums.
That's a good point, bro.
Bro. Yeah, we polling that one. Cause I mean, it's fact. Everything you're saying is fact, bro. Even though I want to argue with you, because I like to argue with you, bro. It's the simple fact of the fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sound like Mike Tomlin, but we got to make the main thing, and that's it, bro. Because, dang. And I even try to Google on the side too to find something with Cole, and I'm like,
not on his albums. I mean,
not on his albums.
He's done.
Not on his albums.
He's done a song
bro.
with. He's done a song with Dot, but it wasn't on the album.
Nope.
That Taylor too. I don't even know if Dot really did that or if that was just a.
No, the Tell of Two Cities thing. That was a Black Friday. So they took each other's beats. They just did a little thing for Black Friday for the fans. They was like, hey, on Black Friday, you gonna take one of my joints. I'm gonna take one of your joints, and we gonna murk it out.
Hey, Dot killed that Taylor 2 Cities, bro.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yep.
So and then Cole, he flipped it and killed Kendricks, but they never on the track together. Yeah, K Dot went crazy. He lost his marbles, bro. And then for the fans in that mixtape era, especially like all on Dat Piff and all that, they said Kendrick won the Black Friday swap. Even though it wasn't a competition, that was just hey, DC, bro, you see me killing stuff, I see you killing stuff, bro. I want you to take one of my best records that you like, take the beat. I'm gonna take one of your best joints. We're gonna take it. You know what I mean? And then but Kendrick showed up, bro.
You might be right, DC. Like, you might be. I can't think of.
He's right, bro. Yeah, I don't know. We don't tell him that often. He right, bro.
Right.
He is
the truth
right,
shall
bro.
set you free.
Yeah, there it is, bro. Because he ain't lying, bro. You are 1,000,000% right, bro. That's crazy.
So he needs something under his belt, bro. Like he needs a battle. You know what I'm saying?
You think Freddie? This is what you
I
call
mean,
him
it makes
for.
sense.
I'm asking
to me,
you, that's what you call him for?
It makes sense. To me, that's the fight. That's like, that's like Bud versus Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like
September.
That's the fight that people.
Yeah, same way that is happening. But it's been, a long time coming. So maybe this could be, I don't know. And Gibbs has been on Twitter. Calling for it. He calling for it. He wants that smoke.
Gibbs don't duck from anybody.
Nope, he do not. He'll say he calling it though.
Yep.
And
he'll get jumped and still talk shit.
Yep. He was in Buffalo
in real life.
Jumped and robbed. Yeah, and was like, man, I'm still out here, bro.
Yeah.
And I was but before you said that, I was like, yo, Freddie could take on this. Let's say this happens. Freddie could lose. He would still win, bro. Because people still gonna listen to him, bro. Because Freddie's just still gonna be around. I think if he loses battle to J. Cole, he will still be around. Why? Because we all agree that he still drops consistently good music.
Well, no, I think the only thing that could hurt Freddie Gibbs is if J. Cole pulls some kind of skeleton out the closet. But that's not J. Cole's MO.
It's just bars.
He wouldn't do that. It would just be bars. So I don't think there's anything Cole could do. I don't think he could actually affect his career. Like, I mean, Dot actually did affect Drake's career. I don't think that Cole would do that. It would just be a moment for a couple of weeks. We would talk about it and move on. You know what I'm saying?
So hindsight, I know we started this whole thing. You were like, hey, Cole can't talk that talk no more because of him backing out. But hindsight, it's kind of a smart move, bro. Like, especially if he was tipped. I had to think that he was tipped off that, bro, this might get messy the way they're playing right now, because you talking about, and we
brought
went
that up. What was that? Where was the come on, Dreamfest?
Yeah,
you said that. You was like, yo, cause Schoolboy was there.
Yeah, like somebody may have,
and they were saying Schoolboy might have had a heart to heart with him, like, bro, this,
because the reality is, after all the smoke cleared, I know in the verse Dot say it's just about competition, and I think he probably meant that towards Cole. He was like, hey, Cole, it's about competition. But for the other guy, for Drake, no, I don't like you. When he really said, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress, I believe him. I believe him.
What they said in Cali, Kendrick really a mean kid. He really a mean kid.
Bro, but I told y'all that.
Man, we believe him, bro. We know what it is.
I'm from where I'm from. When I seen that dude sitting with Bloods with like Method Man braids, and his nickname is Man, I said, don't mess with that man. Y'all hearing this song titled Good Kid, Mad City, this album title, and y'all saying nothing's going to happen. I mean, these guys they're nice guys. That dude's from Compton, dog. Like, I don't care what you say. I done heard too many stories about this dude actually pressing people. Don't do it, bro. Like, Drake, sit this one out. But he ain't listen. But whatever. Don't mess with that man. Like, Cole,
we all know now.
And before we wrap, to segue, because we just talked about the top dogs from being rappers. We talked about, what's gonna be next. You know what I mean, in music. With these faces like Cole, Gibbs, and all of that, man. And from the sports world, I want to switch there because it's picking up a lot of traction, and everybody got an opinion. And we talked about it on the pod as who's gonna be the next face. We talked about Ja before all the the stuff off the court, right? Zion name came up, right? We talked about some of these guys, man. To say it in DC form, Giannis, even though it's Giannis. We talked about that, right? And now LeBron was pressed on it, just with media, like, hey man, we know his time's coming. Who you think gonna be the face? It's gonna be Ant. And he was like, man, I wouldn't want to be the face because the people who talk about it and cover it, they just shit on it. So why would I want that? Why would I want that next person to be going through that? I want to know how y'all feel about it. One, who y'all think will be the next face? And two, why do you think LeBron feel that way, bro? That the media shitting on him, so the next person probably don't want to be that face.
Well, we talked about this throughout a few pods, I think to a point of nauseum. Anthony Edwards is obviously going to be the face of the league, right? Like, he can say he don't want it and all that. It really ain't your choice. It's not your choice. You know what I mean? So if they want him to be the face, he's going to be the face, which it's trending towards that. And he checks all the boxes of being that guy. He's a competitor. He has charisma, funny as hell.
Marketable than a mug, bro.
He has the look. Ja Morant would never be the face. I don't care if the off the court stuff happened or not. He doesn't have the look of being the face of the league. Too many tats. Too many, you got like green dreads or whatever it is. You know what I mean? They don't want that. You know what I mean? You still have to be somewhat polished to be this league's face. So I don't think it would ever be Ja. Tatum has the look. Tatum actually could be, and it may be multiple faces. It may not just be one person. Tatum's just kind of too cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I get from him. He's too cool for school, almost like Kevin Durant. Too cool.
I think you mispronounced corny.
Wow.
Is
You
that what
think
you meant,
Tatum
corny?
you saying
He
JT
corny
corny?
as hell, bro. Yeah,
Why?
come on, bro. Look at him because,
Hey,
bro, like
a lot of people said Cole was corny though. You know what I mean? When in his early years, they were saying Cole was corny. I don't know.
No, bro.
They
Dang,
were
man.
no,
Hey,
they were saying he
D-
was corny, bro, because
DC shitting on his light skinned brother.
you got to think, even though like it's like normal now. Cole came up, or not Cole. Cole came up in an era where things were shifting in the NBA. You know what I mean? Iverson was becoming a guy. The dress code was looking a little different. Cole was wearing trench coats. You know what I mean? Hip hop was heavily influencing the league, and Cole was like, "Man, I played in Italy, bro. I'm wearing fashionable stuff."
Yeah,
So
he
people
was.
looked at him as being different until he became the Mamba, right? When Shaq left is when Kobe really ascended. You know what I mean? Like he was great. He was good with Shaq. He became great and became the guy after he went on his own, cheated on his wife, caught a case,
Colorado.
and
I was
got
gonna say,
a
go ahead,
tattoo,
bring up
bro.
Colorado.
He cheated on his wife, got a tattoo. Then all of a sudden, Kobe became the Mamba, and people started to embrace him
like
a little bit more.
we keep tying this all back to school crap, bro. He left, got a tattoo. Came back with a tattoo, dog.
I'm just saying. That's what happened. That's what happened, man. Kobe.
yeah.
Kobe-
I never got the whole corny Kobe thing. Of course, we look at old interviews, like his teammates looked at him kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I always felt like the media as a whole, Kobe was always kind of growing
You're
to
right.
be that guy.
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
opinion.
yo, the media loved him, bro.
did.
He was a darling
Yeah.
to the media, but
For
like
sure.
you said, like the teammates and the players in the league are kind of like,
Yeah.
bro, he's not that guy in Philly. Iverson point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Iverson brought the hip hop culture. We all know this, and everybody know who follow basketball. If you don't, shame on you. Like, yeah, I brought the hip hop culture there, bro.
Yeah. But he also
Back
wasn't
by
the face
Jada.
of the league. He actually wasn't the face of the league,
He
though.
wasn't though.
Because of that.
Mm-mm.
Like, he changed the dress code. You know what I mean?
He
It's like,
Right.
changed twice.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
Changed it twice.
Stern was like, nah, you too much of a ninja, bro. We can't.
He was throwbacked up.
Yeah.
And then on the court, he was like, all right, damn, bro. Remember he started doing the leggings under the shorts. And it was like, yo, you can't do that no more either. He changed it
Yeah.
twice, bro. He was like,
And
man.
he was getting his hair braided on the sideline. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
bruh.
Like, yeah, Bubba
Yeah.
Chuck was a different beast. And that's where I get Ja kind of reminds me of that. Like,
That's fair.
game-wise,
I hate this.
for sure, he can easily be
He
one
box
of the
office.
top of the league. You know what I mean? But
Hey.
to be the face, to me, Anthony Edwards fits every category of what it would take to be the face of the league. He's competitive. He talks shit. He's
Marketable.
very marketable. He has
Mhm.
skill, obviously. He looks like Jordan. I mean, he has it. You know what I mean? So
He box
Now-
office too. You'll pay to see him.
I don't
you
even
pay
know
to
why
see
you
him.
put Zion Williamson on there. I don't even know why you
We
put
talked
that
about
on there.
that. I mean, at that time, before all the injuries and the baby mama drama, like we remember we had these conversations before a lot of drama came with it, and then obviously Ant is really ascending, and you know what I'm saying. But I don't know why you don't like Tatum though, DZ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, Tatum's just corny, bro. Like,
I mean, if you look at the
he-
numbers, let's go by the numbers. He's
Well,
he's
by-
he's everything that everybody would want to be by the age of 25, 26.
I didn't want to be corny when I was 25. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say he
It's-
corny though?
Yeah,
What makes him
right?
corny?
He's shooting the hell out of Jason Tatum.
The thing about it is, there's no one thing. It's just, I don't know, the sound of his voice just sounds annoying to me. The fact that even like when they won the NBA Finals last year, like it just seemed as if he was trying too hard to get Finals MVP, which obviously Jaylen Brown got it, but it just seemed like it just seemed like he tries too hard. He want to be that guy instead of just letting it come to him. Like LeBron, for example. LeBron came into the league. He didn't necessarily put all that on him. The media put all that on him, as far as him being the next guy and the chosen one and blah 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 blah. And his own teammates was hating on him. You know what I mean? He just came out and hooped. He wasn't trying to be anything other than what he was. But with Jason Tatum, he's clearly campaigning for that spot. I mean, he's actually come out and said it.
No,
I want to
no,
say
he is. He's
that
literally on Twitter. Yeah, he
that's
is
corny,
campaigning.
bro. That it's just how people say it's corny for LeBron to call himself the greatest of all time, which it is. It's corny to say that I want to be the face of the league. I want to be the Finals MVP. Bro, just go out and hoop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ant just went out and hooped, and I'll say Ja would have been the face if it wasn't for the gun cases. You know what I'm saying? Because he was well on his way. He was well on his way to being the face. He was going to be the face, but he caught them gun charges, and that's a wrap. It's over for him. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, and I like Tatum's cool, but that man, he just cornball. It just screams cornball, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get what you're saying because he has been campaigning. He recently tweeted a few days ago.
Yeah, and
about
he comes
the numbers
across as
he's
a mama's
putting
boy,
up.
bro. He comes across like think about what face is.
Hey, man, he does love his
looks
mom,
like
bro.
a mom. And there's nothing wrong with loving. There's a difference between loving your mom and being a mama's boy.
Facts.
And that man strikes me as mama's boy. Kobe, not a mama's boy. Jordan, not a mama's boy. I wouldn't call LeBron a mama's boy, even though he's raised by his mom. You know what I'm saying? But Jason Tatum gives mama's boy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably
you just hate on him because he light
breastfeeding
skinned
until he was like 7 years old, bro.
Hate on light skin, bro. This is light skin on light skin crime out here going crazy.
Man,
Bro, look.
Are you?
The truth shall set you free, man. Anybody can get it, bro.
Are you upset because he?
Like I see it.
You upset because he knocked up LMA? What's going on, bro?
My man walking around with the author fist everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, fist balled up for no reason.
Hey, look, I thought I hated new players, bro. Like,
so LMA, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that he had LMA pregnant. Even that's corny, man. He could have got a better chick. You know what I'm saying? He could have got a better chick.
Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap.
LMA ain't even all that. LMA is not all that, bro.
Man,
she nice.
We're
though.
gonna rap soon. We're gonna rap soon.
She nice.
Man,
I'm looking at LMA. And I'm looking at these pictures, bro. Like she cute, but she ain't my man's the face of the league cute. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
Yo.
Says she's no she says she's no Savannah James, huh?
Oh man.
Right. No Savannah James. Look.
She ain't my man, the face of the league cute. Dog, what's wrong with you? All right, man. So we're gonna go with Ant, and like when you think of the face, like you said, can you hoop? Checks. All NBA checks. He already got a gold medal. Check. Dude gets, he's improving every year, right? The marketability.
It might be Wemby. Don't sleep on Wemby.
The only thing with Wemby is
the NBA will have an international face.
He's a foreigner, bro.
Yeah, that's what I say. You think the NBA is ready to have the international face?
I
think the NBA is. Do you think the fans are?
Whoever,
that's the real thing.
Look, whoever's the face of the league has to be the person who carries us through the Olympics, bro, and the Worlds. So that's why I say it would be tough for us to give he might be one of the faces, but it's going to be hard to put a true face as someone that doesn't play for the USA. Like, and it's obvious he's always going to play for France. So
true.
That's going to be tough.
So let me ask you this. Well, I got a comment, and I just want y'all thoughts on it, because Udonis Haslem said it and Kendrick Perkins were both talking, and they both agreed on it. Like, when Jordan kind of left, the league just had multiple faces. It was just multiple stars you were just paying attention to during that time frame. Do you think, like, this is the era that we're going to be in for, like, the next 2-3 years? Like, because they're saying, like, the next 2-3 years is probably just going to be like, man, you're going to love Ant, you're going to love this person, Tatum, you're going to love this person, Ja. You know what I mean? You're just going to just have that love and affinity for an aptitude of players until that one guy just like, all right, everything run through me.
I mean, that could probably happen just by default as they try to fill the void. But at the end of the day, you got to have one face. I mean, that there's just, you can't have a council of faces of the league.
I mean, but the league did have that for a couple of years, in the past, when Jordan was in limbo. Because you got to think, when Jordan retired the first time.
A low point. I would say that was probably a low point
in
terms of popularity and whatnot. Like, I remember they tried to make Jerry Stackhouse the face, Grant Hill. And all
Grant Hill, Grant was one of them. You know what I mean? So, like.
Penny.
Yep.
you know. But now you got to have one face. It is looking like it's going to be Ant. I would have said Wimby, honestly, but to Rod's point, no, it wouldn't. It can't. It cannot be Wimby. You know. So I don't know. I will say I do think that the powers that be need to change the way they cover the NBA, because LeBron did make a good point in terms of, like, you got, like the guys on TNT, Shaq and Chuck and all them. Like, you watch their show, they're just shitting on the game all the time. Oh, back in my days, and it's like, some of it I get it, but like, bro, it's your job to promote the league. Now, when I say promote the league, I don't mean like just lie to the people. Like, if you're watching a bad game, it's okay to call a game a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just the pundits are so hypercritical of Stephen A. Smith as well. It's crazy. Like, bro, people still talk about LeBron James Dallas game.
Yeah.
I mean, in the finals. Bro, that was 2011. It's almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Why are we still and mind you, Jordan has had bad games. Kobe had bad games in the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. It happens. But with LeBron and the stars of today, that's all people focus on. You know what I'm saying? Is the negative. Then they bring up old shit. Like, we're talking about something that happened 15 years ago.
And that
is harmful to the league.
And they can't adapt. It's like, no matter what, I don't care what LeBron does. For some people, he'll never be Jordan. Have y'all ever looked back at an old ass game?
Yeah. It's slow.
You see how slow they're moving, bro?
Yeah.
Like, they'll say the game is watered down, and we as fans fall trapped to some of the commentary as well. The game is watered down. They're scoring too much. There's no defense being played. No, I don't think it's less defense being played than it was back then. It's just everybody was slow as hell back then. I seen Kareem do the slowest spin move in history, and somehow this shit worked. Slow. Like, slower than Jokic slow. You know what I mean? Jokic is considered slow in today's game. I'm like, there is no way you can tell me that the quality of athlete that is in the NBA today could not play with the athletes of yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, they're way more athletic, and there's more of them. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan was the most athletic person in his era doing the things he did. There's a million Jordans in the league right now, athletically. Yeah. Not saying, right, the killer and all that stuff, but athletically, there's a million Jordans out there. Everybody's Jordan athletically, damn near, right?
Everybody jumps out the gym.
Everybody, bro. Like, it's such a different game where they can be like, well, we would have held this team to 70 points in my day. Would you, though? Like, could you stop Steph? Could you really stop Steph?
He's different.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? So I think Brian has a point. We talked about it. Like I said, there's so much negativity surrounding the game that as fans we fall into it. Like, oh yeah, man, I can't stand watching this. There's just too many points. You know
what does it? You know what does it? The icing that does it, that erupts this volcano every year, is All-Star break. It erupts this volcano every year, bro. It does, though. It really erupts this volcano every year. And then people will shit on it all the way through the rest of the season when the most important thing is the NBA Finals, right? But we're already pissed off because of All-Star break, and I was just piling on.
Melo made a point on that, and shout out to Melo and 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast.
Yeah, bro. Melo.
But back in the day, the All-Star game, the All-Star players could just focus on the game. You know what I mean? They could focus on the game and the events or whatever, and that's it. Now they have to be there 7 hours before, doing press runs and doing all these things that by the time the games happens at 8, it's like, shit, I'm tired of all this. I'm ready to go home. What I'm going to do my best efforts for? You know what I mean? I was like, that is a good...
There's probably some real truth to that.
Good perspective. I'm sure it is.
A lot of truth to it.
It's some good perspective.
Cause that's true.
Yeah.
Cause if you got to do all these press runs, I can't get a nap in. I can't do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, yeah, you pretty much scheduled to do all these things or dance. You got to schedule to do all these circus acts, and then you expect me to play for real. And mentally, I'm just tired of being I'm just tired of being around people. Let's call it what
Yeah.
it is. I'm just tired of being around people.
Yeah.
Just give me my check so I can go.
One thing I will say, to be fair, that the players brought upon themselves is load management. Load management turned a lot of people off. Like, people just not playing just because.
That was your boy Kawhi. He started that.
Kawhi. And
Started that.
And I would say, load management, and I was in an All-Star game too. And everything that you said made sense. At the same time, it's like, bro, sports is entertainment. It at its core, it is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And so you have the All-Star game. Nobody wants to see people put up 200 points. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you got to take it serious. I think what's been happening is, I think what's happening is you got the negative coverage. You've got players not refusing to do back-to-backs. You got players load managing. And you got them cashing the biggest checks they've ever cashed ever. So it's like you got, us, Joe Schmo, Joe Blow, we're sitting here struggling to get from week to week. And you're watching, Joel Embiid sign a $150 million deal and barely play basketball. That pisses people off.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That pisses people off when I was looking at going to the Lakers Hornets game, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was looking at ticket, bro, decent tickets, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't think anybody sat out that game, but I'm just saying, like, you might pay $1,000 for your ticket.
Show up.
You done dipped into your savings. You done robbed Peter to pay Paul, to take your family, your kids, get some popcorn or whatever. And the person you paid to see is in street clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's going to piss people off. So I do think that the league has done well to get the players to take their job more seriously. At the same time, I think that the media needs to take some responsibility and stop shitting on the game. You know what I mean? It's not the 90s anymore. We're not going to go back to the 90s. And just like everything Rod said.
And nor do we want to.
Yeah, let's not forget that when Charles Barkley, there was a time in the 90s where their offensive strategy was to feed him the ball in the post, and he would sit with his back to the basket for 20 seconds.
Correct. They changed the rule.
He would throw up a shot.
They made him change the
rule.
rule.
You can't have your back to the basket longer than 5 seconds. That was the Charles Barkley rule. That was the 90s, y'all. That's the 90s that y'all claim was the best thing ever. People hated that shit. And now y'all told nobody wants to bang in the post. Nobody wanted to watch that shit.
Right.
They had to change the rules.
Damn. I forgot about that rule. Bro, you on fire, bro. You dropping truth bombs out here.
Bro.
On fire out here, bro.
Yo, just a misconception, man. We took a couple weeks, bro. I've been loading up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, before we wrap.
Clip today.
Before we wrap, you brought up Joel Embiid, man. And of course, he's sitting out yet again. I'm going to ask this question before we wrap, man. Rod, first, bro, you think the Sixers, they going to trade him? You think it's over? His 10 years over in Philly?
I don't know.
It's a wrap. Yeah, got to blow the team up, bro.
Yep, I'm with you, DC. I agree. It's time to go. It's over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like damaged goods.
Who's going to want him, though? Like, who they going to trade him
Yeah, that's
to?
what I'm saying. I don't know. I said it last night. Shout out to Don, man, who been on the show. It might be an injury for injury, but I would trade him to New Orleans.
For Zion?
Yeah, and some other players. Like Zion, Herb Jones, and a shooter. But Joel got to go. He got to go.
If I'm the Pelicans, I don't know if I'll let go of Zion. He done lost weight.
He been playing last month, but still.
Yeah, he been hooping, bro.
But I'm just saying, man. But I'm with you, DC. It's time to go. This doesn't work for us. Like, that's what it is, bro. And
it's
maybe
not
that's
working.
the thing that's gonna get him to take himself more serious. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we'll see, man.
But man, definitely, bro. Damn, DC was on fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we know, man, don't leave the hood and then come back with tattoos. Another thing I got
Right.
a great takeaway. Great takeaway.
Yeah. Just be you, man.
Just
It
be
don't cost
you,
nothing to
bro.
keep it real.
Oh,
It
Dope.
don't
just
cost
be
nothing
you,
to keep it
man.
real.
Just be you, man. Man, and as always, love catching up with y'all, man. It's Women's Month, so we about to have some dope guests pull up. You know, have them talk they talk and drop some jewels, man. So definitely excited for that for the rest of this month, man. But as always, man, as the homie Rod come in with 3 words, I'm gonna end it. Kill the music.